Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to show you how to use Google Form to conduct online test. So for this, the better way is, first of all, create your question paper, MCQ based question paper in Microsoft Word like this. I have prepared some question and I will use this question to create a Google Form or to conduct an online test. So after this is the first step, that is prepare the question paper in MS Word. After this, open any browser and write forms.google.com and press enter. You will get the home page of the Google Forms. This can be opened in the mobile phone also. If you are using the mobile phone, you can open the same thing in a mobile phone. The same view can be opened. But one thing should be remember, when you open the mobile phone, open the Chrome browser. In a Chrome browser, you can see at the right top, there is a three dots, that is more option. Go to the more option. You will get desktop site. Select desktop site. When you open the desktop site, the Google browser in a mobile phone will open the web page as it open in a laptop or a desktop, and then you open forms.google.com. You will get the same view. So it is convenient to create a question paper on a laptop or a desktop. So I am using my laptop to create a online test through Google Form. Now, after opening the Google Form, what you have to do, you can see here some templates are there. You can use any of the template, but for the question paper, I therefore open a form that is blank. Click on the blank. We'll get a blank form. Let me introduce all the features here. This is untitled form. That is the title of your form. And you can see at the right hand side, there are some tools are there. The first tool is to add the questions. Next is import questions. Next is add title and description. And below that, add image and add video and add section. And this will help us to create the Google form. You can see at the top a setting, preview, and customize theme. So I will start from the beginning. So let us start. Let us put the title of a form. I will write the school name like SJS for St. Joseph School Shaktinagar. So SJS Shaktinagar I will write. Now after this, I can write SJS Shaktinagar online test. You can mention the class also here. Class 12 in the top. And below you write other description, or you can give the instruction like 10 marks test. Okay, now I have written like this. Now you can see here, this is untitled question. Now before starting, I have to make a question paper like a quiz, so I have to make some setting. Go to the setting first. Okay, in a setting, go to the quizzes and make this a quiz. Select this option. Unless and until we select this, we will not get this form as a quiz. Now second is release grade. Select the second option. Better to release the grade afterward. Now there is a respondent can see. So the respondent can see the missed question. The respondent, I don't want them to see the correct answer, so remove it. They can see point values. This is okay. Now come to the presentation. In the presentation, Google Form will show progress bar. So tick it. Second is show shuffle question order. Let it be. And third is show link to submit another response. Remove it. So we don't want to show the link. Now, next is confirmation message. When the student submit the form, what the confirmation message he should get. So we will write the message here. For example, your answers submitted successfully. Like this, we can give the message. Now, there is a general. In a general, you can see collect the email address. This is a necessary to collect the email address so that we can uniquely identify the students and we can require the sign in, that is limit to one response. That is, one student can submit only one time. Now, do not allow the respondent to add it after submit. So don't select it. Now all the settings is over. Now click on save. Now you can see I'm getting the answer key. This is because I have made this form as a quiz. If we not make the setting in a proper way, it will not be visible. Okay, now we will ask the student to enter his or her name. Let's collect the personal information from the student. So I will ask enter your name. Enter your name. Now the name will be a short answer. You can see the short answer is appearing now. So we can select the short answer like this. And this field is compulsory to enter. So make it compulsory from here, required. Now one question is ready now. The second question, I can add the second question here. Click on second question. Now I will ask the student to enter the class and section. Class and section like this. And this class and section will be multiple choice. For example, this is class 12th and the option, this will be the multiple choice. So I will write 12A section. Then similarly, I will write 12B. And sometimes the student don't know his or her section, or you can just write don't know. So now I have given the three options. So a student can select any of the appropriate. If they know the class and section, they can select. If they don't know, they can select don't know. Now here required. So this field is also compulsory. Now after this, you can see the preview first. Let me see the preview. You can see we are getting SJ Shaktinagar test class, online test class 12, 10 marks test. You can see email address is compulsory. You can see the red asterisk, that is a compulsory field. At the below also class and section compulsory and name compulsory. Now if I want the name at the top, I can shuffle it. You can see here. Now you can see in the here in the form it is showing right. So I can do one thing like this. You can see here the 6 dots are there. Just click on this and you can drag like this. And now you see the preview. You can see the preview is correct now. Sometimes it happens, so you can just arrange the order or drag and drop the question. It will arrange properly. Now this is the first page. Now after submitting this, I want the next page where the student can see the questions. So this is the first page. Now I want to create the questions on the second page. You can create on the first page also. So to create the next page or to change the page, you can see here, this is a add section. So where I have to add the section at the bottom, at the last. After this, I have to add a section. So add section. You can see a new section has been added. Section 2 of 2. Now the question, now in this section will provide the question for the student. So I will write the heading objective type questions. Now add the question in this category. So to add the question, I will write add question. It is better to prepare the question paper first. It will save the time. I have already prepared the question paper. I will take the question from here. I'll just select it, copy, move to the form and paste it. You can see the first question I have added. Now the options. Now go back. So now select all the options and move back to your form and paste together. You can see all the options has been added in the form. Now the correct answer is first, that is multiple. So here is the answer key. Click on answer key and click on multiple and give the point. Let it be a 2-point question and done. Now one question is ready now. Now similarly, to add the next question, click on question. Now I will add the second question for my prepared question like this. You can see, copy, back, then paste it. Now I will copy all the options, copy, and come back to your form and you can paste it here. Now all the options are pasted here. So options, the correct answer is the first one again. So click on answer key and select the first and give the point to this question and done. Okay. Now if you want to see the preview, you can see the preview also. Now it will go to the next section that will show you afterward. Okay. Now the next, add a question. Now you can see here the question has been added in between. You can drag the question like this. I want at the last, go to the last and drop it. Like this, you can drag and drop also. Now I will add the next question. And this question I will based on picture. Let me show you the picture also. Here, this is just in front of the question only. You will get the picture icon or image icon. Click on this. Select any picture. For example, I am going to select one picture. Now I have added one picture here. This picture is added in the question. Now this is a picture and I will write the question on the based on this picture. This picture is related to, and I will provide the options. Option A, OS. Next is OSS. Next, comparison. Comparison. And next, none of these. None of these. So this way I have given the 4 options. So here, let's see, select the correct answer. For example, I'm giving the correct answer as comparison. And you can see, because this picture is little big, so you can see the point at the top. So give the point also. This is a 2 marks question. So give the 2 points. And at the bottom you can see the done. Click on done. So this question is also ready. Now I will show you how to add a mathematical question containing equation. So I'll show you once again. In my question, I have just taken a question based on equation also, like this. You can see here. Okay. So how to write such question in a Google form? So for this, just use one tool from your computer, that is snipping tool. I'll show you. Just click on start and search snipping, SNIPPING, snipping tool. Okay. In this, for example, I have to put this question. So select, this is a new option. So new is selected now. You'll get a plus sign. Just select your question. If the options also contain a equation, so you can select the options also. There is no problem in the option. So I have selected only the question. Now save this question. For example, I have written 1 and I have saved on desktop. Now save it. Now similarly, I have to select one more question. Click on new. Now I want to select the next question, like make this question in a proper way. So remove the question number. I'm going to remove the question number. Then I will select. Now snipping tool is open here. Just click on new and select this question. Like this. Now save it. I'm saving it with a 2. Okay, I'm taking only 2 questions. Now go back to your Google form. Take a new question. Now add the question here. How to add the question? Just you can see in the front of the question there is a picture. So click on the picture option. Browse the picture from your computer. I have saved that on the desktop. I will go to the desktop. On a desktop, you can see I have saved with the name 1 and 2. You can see this is 1. Now the question is adding now. So you can see the question is added here. You can put the question number also if you want. Okay. So question is added. Now on the based on this question, because the options are in a numeric form only, so there is a no equation. So better you can select the option and just click here or just paste it here. So all the options are added. Now let's take an example. The correct answer is B. So click on the answer key, select B and give the point, like 2 points question. Now done. This way I will show you one more. You can see here, this is an import question. You can import the question from other page also. If you have already created the question paper, you can save that question paper in a Google Drive or somewhere else, and you can import the question. You can directly select the question and question will be imported here. Second is add a title and description. You can add the title and description for each category. Now next I will again show you add a question. Now again I will select the second image. Go to the desktop again, browse it. You can on the desktop you can get the second question, that is question 2. Now you can see this second question is also added here, the degree of the differential equation, and the options are in the numeric form only. So this was the question. So I will select directly from here and now paste it here. Okay, so whatever the answer is, so you can select for example, I'm just taking example. So I'm selecting the third as a correct answer and give the point here. Okay, so 2 points question. Okay, done. Now my paper is ready. Similarly, you can add the more question according to your marks. Now let us check this question paper whether it is ready or not. And before that, let us add a theme here. If I see the preview, you can see the preview is like this. So I will add some theme and the text also. So you can see, go to the theme here So choose any image. So there are different ways, different images are there. You can select any of the image. For example, I'm selecting this image and insert. So this image will be added in the header. You can see at the top. And now this theme, according to that, the color has been changed. If you want to change this color, you can change the theme color also, like this, or like this way you can change the color also. So whatever the color you like, you can change like this. Okay, in the theme only there is a background color. Now the background color is little light, so you can want to darken it, you can darken it like this, or if you don't want, you can remove it also, like a gray. So this way different suitable background will be provided. You can select any appropriate that you like. Now similarly, you can see the font style. There is some limited font styles are there. By default it is basic. If you want to change it, you can change it as a formal also, like this, or let it be basic only. Okay, this way. Now close it. Now see the preview. Now you can see this is the preview. Okay, let me check. So let us see. If I enter next, I cannot move unless and until I enter the email address. So this way this form is ready. Okay, so I will show you the complete form in a preview. Let's see, let's check. So I will enter email address. So I've selected one email address. Now select the class and select the name. And for example, I'm writing a name like this, and I will click on next. You can see when I click on next, now the questions are available. Now you can see all the questions here available, and the questions is being shuffled. Question has been shuffled. So Google has already shuffled the question. So this will be better way. So for example, I am just selecting some options. For example, this second question, I have selected one. Now similarly, for the third question, I am selecting simultaneously. I am selecting the any option. I have selected the one. For the third also, I have selected the first. And this way, I have done the questions. Okay. Now after completing, I can submit it. Just submit it. Okay. You can see here your answers submitted successfully. So this was the message I have written in the setting. So I am getting this. Now close this. Again, if I try to see the preview, let's see. Because with the one email address, I have already responded it. So it is showing you have already responded. So I can't fill the form again. You can fill out this form only once. So this way we can perform test. Now I will show you one more. Now before sending it to the student, go to the response first. You can see one response, that is I have filled the form. Okay, you can see the response at the bottom also in a graphical form. You can see what is the score out of 10. I've got 2. So this way all the scoring will be done, average also, median also, and range also. Now the graphical representation will also be there. So now only one student have done this online test. If more students will be there, the whole list will be here. If we want the response in a Excel sheet, you can see in the responses, you can see the Excel sheet is there, the icon is there. Just this is the create spreadsheet. Click on it. automatically a spreadsheet will be created. It will ask you to give the name, create a new name. So I'm just writing 12 and create. You can give the appropriate name of the file and just click on create, and automatically Excel sheet will be created, and this Excel sheet will be saved in your Google Drive. You can see here in Excel sheet automatically you will get the timestamp at what time this form has been filled, email address, score, enter name. You can see the name, class, and in which question what the answer has been selected. You can see all these things are here. So in this way we can get the whole detail in an Excel sheet. Now close the Excel sheet. Now there is a one response of mine, so I can remove it. How to remove? You can see here the more option in the response. Click here and click on delete all responses. Okay, so you can see now zero response is there. Now the next is how to send the link of this online test to the students. So to send the link, you can see here there is a send button. Click on the send button. You can see here collect email address. We don't have all the email address, so better the second option is link. This link is too long. Just click on the checkbox to shorten the link. The link now it is shortened. You can copy this and you can share with either with a WhatsApp or either in a Google Classroom. So I will show you how to organize in a Google Classroom also. Okay, let it be. I will close it. Now one thing that has to be done before sending the link, because as soon as the student will get the link they will start the test. So before sending it, go to the response and here accepting response, just disable it. So what will happen now? You can see here when you can see the preview. When the student clicks on the form, the student will not be able to open the form. You can see the form Ajay Shaktianga online test class 12 is no longer accepting the response. It means now the form is not active now. So for example, the test is going to start at 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock, the teacher will enable this accepting response. As soon as we enable it, the student now when they click on the response, when they click on the link, so automatically the form will be available to them. You can see now. I'm just refreshing that page. Now you can see the form is available now. This way we can enable or disable the form for the students. Now in this video I will show you one more thing, that how to limit the how to set the timing also. There is a many way to set the time. One way is to set the end time or to limit the time of your test. For example, our test is going to conduct from 8 to 9 or 1 hour or half an hour, 8 to 8:30. So at 8 o'clock I have enabled this option, that is accepting response. So at 8:30 this response has to be disabled. So sometimes the teacher may forget it also. So automatically I want this Google form to automatically disable it at 8:30. So you can see, go for this, go to the more option, just right to the send button. In the more button you can see here at the second last add-ons. So in add-ons you can get the first option, that is form limiter, or you can search form limiter. So already it is available. Click on the form limiter. So it will ask you to install, just install the form limiter. Click on continue. It will ask to sign in. Click on sign in. Select your email address to sign in. Now after this, it will ask for some permission. So just allow. So now you can see the form limiter has been installed. Now click on done. Now the form limiter is added here. Now you can close it. Go to the question. You can see at the top one add-ons has been added. Okay, either you can close it. Click on this add-on. Click on form limiter. You can see the set limit. So form limiter will open now. As I told you, the exam will start at 8 and end at 8:30. Sometimes the teacher can forget to disable it. So this form limiter will help to disable or to close this form at 8:30. So I will, for example, set the date. For example, the test is on 4th July on Saturday. The exam will start at 8 o'clock and it should end at 8:30. 8:30 am. Set. This date is for closing date, not a opening date. Opening time you have to enable. That is, we have to go to the. This is now ready. This is the ending time is fixed. Save and enable. Okay. Now close it. You can see the response also here. So now it is open. If the test is going to start at 8 o'clock, so at 8 o'clock you just enable it like this. The by default while sharing, so you remember one thing, while sharing the link to the student, just disable this response, and at 8 o'clock, sharp 8 o'clock, just enable it. The student will start participating in the quiz or in the test, and at 8:30 automatically this form limiter will close this form. This way we can limit the form.
So this is all about how to create Google form. I hope you all have understood. So watch the video again, give your valuable feedback. Thank you.